10% of all the new cars sold in Iowa come from the Karl Auto Group. Our neighbors trust us to have the largest selection and the highest standards. To our current customers, thank you. And to our future customers, see for yourself why Karl drives Iowa.
Your dealer for life, it's the Karl way.
Hey, good evening. Friday night hoops at Hilton Coliseum. Big 12 play getting going. Hey, I got a Red Bull too, Jake Brend. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
What else do we do?
Sugar-free.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me crack mine. Oh, yeah. 8 o'clock tip, Friday night. West Virginia's in town. Now, it's not the old Bob Huggins, West Virginia. Iowa State is – I don't know what the line is now. And they were like a 19-point favorite in this game the last I checked, which is kind of crazy for a Big 12 game. But before we dig into it, let's thank our friends at Karl Auto Group, specifically our friends over at Karl Chevrolet in Ankeny for their great support of all of our pre- and post-game shows. I'll be on post-game right after the game. And then I want to remind everybody, starting tonight, CF After Dark on Cyclone Fanatic YouTube. Those guys from the former WRNL, I don't want to get anyone sued.
Trying to get us sued?
They're going to have some beers and be talking about tonight's game late into the night, which is awesome. We want to give you guys more coverage, more Cyclone talk. That's what we're doing. So once I get off the air, we'll close that feed out, and then we're going to pop up a new one, CF After Dark. Can't wait. Here in the Northwest Bank Studios, I'm already courtside. Jake Brend is in the back with all the professionals in the media where they don't
just as it should be.
Yeah, they don't let me hang out back there. What do you think of this West Virginia team, Jake? I'd be a liar if I knew a ton about them. I don't. I do. I was just talking to a couple of their people. I think they have a few injuries. They'll be popping up later tonight. What do you know about that?
Yeah, they're just kind of average. Brennan Lorient is one of their better players. He is not playing tonight per reports.
And he would have been the guy who defends Jefferson.
That's right. So they already were probably going to have a size disadvantage in this game. And you take out another forward, one of their best players, 11 points a game, a couple blocks, a lot of rebounds. That hurts. To me, this is a middle-of-the-pack Big 12 team at best that can get hot. They've got a lot of shot makers. Even if they haven't completely put it together a ton this year, they had a game where they beat Pittsburgh by 20. I watched that game. They've got this gentleman by the name of Trayson Eaglestaff. There was a game last year where Alabama and Grant Nelson went to North Dakota to play a game because that was Grant Nelson's home state, so it was kind of like a homecoming game. And this Eaglestaff for North Dakota scored 40 points that game. He was one of the hottest commodities in the portal this year. Hasn't exactly played up to par yet, but he's figuring it out the last month or so as far as getting some shots to fall. He's a super streaky guy, so if you're looking for a way for West Virginia to make this game competitive, it's Eaglestaff, it's Huff, it's those guys getting unconscious from three and hitting a lot of shots to keep West Virginia in the game.
Yeah, it seems to be like that's about the only recipe tonight for West Virginia if you read some of their insiders. And this is a tough task, and it's also just a good reality, and hopefully it comes to fruition later on here tonight, but just how good Iowa State is.
Yeah.
To be a 20-point favorite in your Big 12 opener against anybody, it doesn't matter who the opponent is, and this isn't like the worst team in the league.
No,
either.
This isn't Utah.
Yeah.
This isn't some of those old Texas Tech TCU teams 15 years ago. They're not. I don't think they're going to make the tournament. I don't think they'll be a bubble team, but would it shock me if a guy from the Grant McCasland tree who's obviously, they were able to land a guy like Eaglestaff in the portal. It wouldn't completely shock me if this was a team that figured it out come February, and they're a pretty competitive Big 12 team.
So Iowa State, West Virginia, they tip tonight, 8 o'clock, ESPN2. And I'm already kind of looking down the road. You want to let's just preview tomorrow in the Big 12, if you don't mind. Jake Brend here in the Northwest Bank Studios. Chris Williams, Jake Brend. I will be here live after the game for post-game. And then, of course, our friends over CF After Dark on the Cyclone Fanatic YouTube channel. I want you guys to check that out. As tomorrow, it's kind of a holiday for guys like me and Jake because it is opening day in the Big 12. I want to you can watch one game tomorrow. The games are not great, but which one are you watching if you can watch one game tomorrow?
That's a really good question.
They're kind of just an average slate. Here's the problem. The Big 12's so good up at the top, and it drops off pretty quickly. So you're going to have a lot of lines in the teens, I would guess, tomorrow. I'm looking at it right now. Best line. I mean, I was going to say BYU at Kansas State. Is that the one we would flip over?
Yeah, I was thinking BYU, K-State, Baylor, TCU. I think those are two
Baylor,
really
TCU
intriguing teams.
And that's Iowa State's next opponent, too.
Yeah, I'd probably go Baylor, TCU, but I'm also intrigued to see Houston at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's not very good, but they've been playing better of late. They just got Jizzle James back. I want to see Houston in a road environment. We haven't seen that this year. We've seen in the past couple of years, they'll be in a game with Central Florida, or they'll be in a game in January against a bad Big 12 team. And you're like, oh, is Houston going to fall? And then they always pull it out. I'm interested to see how they react this year. So I'd probably pick one of those three games if you made me.
And then I just want to look ahead to what we have coming up later in the week because it'll be on Wednesday night where Iowa State goes to Baylor, and that'll be a really incredible test for this Iowa State team. You feel like if you can get through that one, the schedule is really wide open for this Iowa State team to do something pretty special in the month of January. And I don't know, like the league as a whole this year, how many Final Four contenders? 5?
Yeah.
But then how many tournament teams?
So I'd say you've got 4 surefire Final Four contenders, and I'll give KU and Tech both half. So those two add up to 5.
You're still gonna shit on Texas Tech.
No, I'm not. I think they're a very good team, but they're gonna lose some games they shouldn't, and they'll win some games they shouldn't. And that I still wouldn't put them in like a Final Four contender, unless you're calling every top 5 seed in the tournament a contender. But tournament teams, you're looking anywhere between 7 and 10 probably.
That's my point, though. If you have, let's say, 5, 4.5 Final Four contenders, and then we think there's maybe 7 or 8 tournament teams, it's going to make the league not as sexy on a night-in, night-out basis, is my point.
100%. Like, get used to this. January it's going to be fun it's always a pleasure, a delight being at Hilton Coliseum, but you're not going to get a marquee game at Hilton in the month of January. The best team coming in is Oklahoma State. I think they've probably done the work to get into the NCAA tournament. Just one loss in the non-con, but they didn't really pick up a marquee win. That's the best team that's coming into Hilton Coliseum, and if you look on KenPom's got that as Iowa State favored by 19, so similar to tonight. But then it'll flip in February.
My mom, if she wasn't my mom, I may have slapped her. She called.
Glad you didn't.
She called these games boring.
No.
Tonight at dinner. She's like, it's kind of boring. We're just killing everybody. I'm like, Mom, you know what's boring? 0-19.
Yep.
Getting beat by 30 on a night-in, night-out basis. I could get used to this.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, and I don't want to get ahead, like, Iowa State, if they play like they have the past couple non-con games, this absolutely could be a game down the stretch. So I'm not taking any of that for granted.
No doubt.
The thing with these games is the atmosphere can still be great, and then it gets boring in the second half if you win a game by 20, because the team just doesn't necessarily need the crowd in those spots. And that's what makes Hilton great, is when the team needs the crowd, the way it was in the second half against Iowa. It'll be that way this year. It very well could be that way tonight. I hope it's not. I think the pregame atmosphere is going to be off the charts, though. First 8 o'clock Friday night game at Hilton Coliseum in years. I couldn't even tell you the last time it was like this. So it's going to be a different type of crowd, probably a little more intoxicated crowd.
This is going to be a drunk crowd. I can already tell watching these people stumble in.
They've got the pent-up aggression of everything that's happened with the football team. Like, the crowd's looking for something to cheer about, and it's going to be buzzing pretty early.
Cyclones are going to be just getting a sneak peek. They're going to be at the home whites.
Yeah, the
little dribbling sigh on the bottom.
They need to make those permanent.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. All right, well, I mean, I don't know. There's no point. I think we both pick an Iowa State to win this basketball game tonight. The biggest reminder is to join us for postgame and then after dark with the boys. So that is going to be, just real quick, because we're just trying to educate everybody about this. It's going to be on everywhere you watch these shows. So if you're watching it on YouTube, if you're watching it on Facebook, X, that's where it's going to be. You just look for it there, pop it onto your smart TV, more content after the games. Of course, Jake and Rob will be covering the game like they always do for us. The Cyclone Fanatic YouTube page looks phenomenal. Jake does a great deal where he goes by game, interviews, his post-game reports that are brought to us by Fairway. Looking forward to it. Big 12 basketball, buddy.
Let's do it.
I'll
see you out there.
All right, he is Jake Brend. My name is Chris Williams. Signing off here. Hilton Coliseum, Big 12 opener, Iowa State, West Virginia.